Good evening, everyone. Final stop of a long day here on the Great Rugger Run, and I'm at Withycombe Rugby Club, and it's great to see a really active club here this evening. It's training night for the minis and juniors. There's lots of people behind me on the pitches enjoying a glorious evening here at Withycombe. Balls being kicked up in the air, as is typical at any rugby club training session. And let's go over into the lovely marquee with heaters overhead, just in case it gets a bit chilly, and meet Graham. Here's Graham.
Hi.
Graham, what's your full name and what do you do here at the club?
My name is Graham Howells. I'm the Commercial Director for Withycombe Rugby Club.
Good stuff. Now, talking of commercial and maybe a bit about the future, there's some wonderful plans here on the wall/window. So could you just tell me a little bit about these and what you're...
We're coming up for our centenary in 2024, and we are looking to extend the clubhouse, and we will extend the clubhouse to meet that date. We're going to put in 4 new changing rooms, taking down the existing changing rooms, and so that we can meet the requirements to have juniors, seniors, ladies changing facilities, all self-contained, and meet the regulations that we're required to. That will be an extensive change to the clubhouse that we're doing. And these are the some images of what it will look like with the future going on. We've called it Vision 24 as the plan of where we're going, and during the lockdown we've extensively modernised the clubhouse, the bar area, installed this new patio area and marquee, all leading to our Vision 24 for our centenary. And as I was telling Tim, we're also looking at solar energy for the roof to be carbon neutral and energy neutral as well, so we don't have to pay any standing bills, etc. And we're also looking at batteries to support the club going forward.
Yeah, very commendable that, especially
Yeah,
on the energy side. I'm impressed with that. I'm just going to do a little pan around here so people can see this beautiful patio area, which has been extended out the side there with the heaters. It's just a lovely spot to spend post game or even of an evening like this.
And Friday now we have during the summer and through the spring and summer and into the autumn as we're going, we've had touch rugby on the pitch, and we've introduced walking rugby, which has become very successful. And we've got a lot of old members coming back to play walking rugby, which does get, shall we say, slightly competitive, as you can imagine. Boys will be boys, but it's mixed, isn't it? Yeah. And the ladies do show us how to catch and pass the ball. So yes, it is very competitive, but that, people stay behind, and we've created a night where we can open the club and the facilities to the community, and it is becoming a really strong success for Friday nights at Withycombe. So yeah, so very good.
Good stuff. I mean, there's loads of different forms of rugby, and I think all clubs have to really dip their toe into all these areas.
I'll be honest with you, someone in their 60s now to catch and pass a rugby ball again, regardless what speed you're going, it's a lovely feeling, and it's because it's just a glorious feeling to do that. So yeah, that's really nice.
Good stuff. And I understand you've got touch competitions that go on here as well.
We have touched the regional touch team hire the pitch and play here regularly with competition. With teams from all over the area coming down from Bristol and things like that, and they're just all sprung out of lockdown with different groups coming here and playing. So it is lovely to see. And you're here on a night we've got some of our juniors training here on the pitch. That's the noise in the background. Very successful midweek training now for the guys out there, and yeah, it's a lovely to see.
Yeah, it is. And some of them are training on the pitch, but some of them are climbing a tree over there. There's all sorts going on.
It is. And we were talking earlier about our unique posts.
Yes, that's a good point. Let me because if you see here, there's a post protector here.
They wouldn't fit our posts when they turn up. Doombar have sponsored us from the last 6 months onwards, and they were very good and give us post protectors. But our existing posts were reconditioned lampposts, and unfortunately, the diameter at the bottom of the lamppost is too wide to get the post protectors. But Doombar, being really helpful, have sent off, and they're sorting us out to make bespoke post protectors for us with our unique shape. So we'll have unique Doombar post protectors going forward, which is something.
Good stuff. I'm going to try and pan round and see if we can get those posts. It's a bit hard to tell on the video, but yeah, they're a little bit chubby at the bottom, shall we say?
So that's where we are.
Cool. Let's go inside, shall we, to your lovely modernised clubhouse. Just checking. I thought we might walk into some glass.
No.
Shaun, come on inside as well. Come on, you can't hide all this time. Where should we start? Let's start with
our illustrious president, shall we say?
Yeah.
Yeah, up here. Yeah.
So this is a name that I'm sure a lot of rugby people might recognise.
Tony Rowe has been our president for the last 21 years, and he was here last night. We had our AGM, and Tony's been involved in the club for quite a long time with our chairman, Merv Richards, and he's been very helpful with sponsorship with Southwest Telecoms, but he comes down to our grassroots club very often, especially over the Christmas period. He'll be here on Boxing Day supporting our presidents against the club side, and he's been a good supporter and into the.
There we go. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Good stuff.
Supporting the club. Yeah. So as you can see, this is again, like a lot of clubs, we've taken advantage during the lockdown and totally organised and rejigged the club, painted it, new bar facilities, fridges, the lot, and we've got our new system of, whereas we had pictures of past teams all over the walls, we took the decision to actually put in TV screens that we can actually put all our past pictures, junior sides as well as senior sides, that scroll through, and on match days all the screens are going with all the pictures of the past teams, junior teams, ladies teams, everything coming through there. And we've even, I think, managed with some help, a couple of the club members, to actually manage to get, if we're showing the rugby live, we can get all the screens to show the same picture at the same time, which is
amazing.
It goes, and we drop a big screen here, but everywhere around you can see the same pictures at the same time, and the sounds the same.
Yeah.
Which took a bit of effort, but nothing to do with me with the technology, but
you can enjoy it.
We can enjoy it, so you can watch everything from everywhere. So that's where we are.
Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Graham. Let's bring Shaun in now. Shaun, do you want to come over here? Reluctantly sidling across. What's your full name, sir, and what do you do here at Withycombe?
Shaun Parkin. I'm just a volunteer.
Very good volunteer.
And player.
So this is the wall of TVs that Graham was just telling us about. It's a very modern look and feel in here. And I'm just going to get into this area here quickly so people can see. And maybe if you can just sort of describe what this was all about.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago. 2016, we got to the final of the RFU Senior Vars. So our team went up. John Parkin, my oldest son, was the captain at the time. My younger son was also playing, but also you can probably see in the centre there at the back, Dave Sims, former England player and Gloucester captain, played for us. Sadly became second, but a great experience for all the players. And very, very memorable day for them all at Twickenham. And we have the pictures of the day scrolling through the screen as a reminder.
Some very concerned faces in that particular photo. Was that a bad moment in the game?
I'm not sure what was going on. But no, it was a great,
there we go, there's a match photo there.
A great day for the whole club. We Spookily, we were up there, and at the same weekend, in fact the same day, Exeter Chiefs were playing across at the Stoop, playing Harlequins. So Tony Rowe was across at the Stoop, and then came across to watch our match at Twickenham as our president.
Wonderful.
Which was great.
Good stuff. And you've got Lympstone just up the road here, and a few connections with there in terms of players that have played.
Yeah, we've got a very, very strong, and always have had a very strong connection with the Commando Training Centre and the Royal Marines up there. I'm a former Royal Marine, and we've literally had hundreds play here over many, many years. And that's shown in some of our photographs, which again we've digitalised and have them coming through on the TVs, again, match days.
Have a look at these.
And we use these for video of the match once it's been played on a Saturday afternoon, or the previous week's photos can go on there.
So what, you replay the match that's just been played?
Yes.
Awesome.
All the photos that were taken the previous week we'll put up the following week. And the kids would really appreciate that. The kids love seeing their photographs.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
photographs on the TV screen for all to see.
And you were mentioning earlier about how this helps you use this as a commercial space, because obviously if somebody's having a wedding in a place like this, they don't necessarily want lots of old rugby photos around the walls.
You can imagine we've nearly been going for 100 years, so with all the photographs for those years, wall space, and as you, if you want a wedding, a wake, a christening, just a birthday party here, it's not always what people want to see.
Yeah.
So we just found it easy.
We're back. We're back. Shaun, come over here. Where were we?
Good question.
I think we were talking about weddings and photos and commercial things.
And obviously, as you can see from the screen, that the pictures are bigger and the names are bigger, so the older people can actually see them without their glasses on.
That's such a good point, because a lot of the old photos, the writing's unintelligible, isn't it?
Yeah. So no, it's great to see, and people, you find people stood around. We had a bit of a reunion on Saturday for a player's birthday, and people stood around chatting, talking about it as they scrolled through.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a very modern feel, and it's. I think I've seen it at a couple of other clubs, but not many. And the benefits are there to be seen. Now, what other things do you have in this clubhouse? What other things do you use it for?
That's our oldest photo.
Okay, yeah.
This is our oldest photograph, which goes back to 1935, 36, 37, and this is the team that won the Devon Junior Cup. Holding the ball in the centre is our president of the day back then, which was P.D. Rousell. And if you look above, we've actually got his Devon Junior Cup winners medal, which is solid silver. Not what you'd get these days for winning a cup.
Not quite the same,
at that
is it?
level. And you can also see the badge they're wearing, which was the original Withycombe rugby football badge, and the picture taken out the back here.
Yeah.
I know we're looking forward to our centenary, and maybe just using that badge once more.
Yeah, for sure.
Going back to the original.
Now, I understand there's a very popular activity that goes on in here on a Sunday evening.
We have community bingo, and it's been running for many years and it's run by one of our stalwarts of the club, Peter Farley, and who has been a groundsman and looked after the facilities for donkey's years. And this goes on for about 5:30, and we're just reintroducing it over the next 2 or 3 weeks to get back after lockdown, and the bingo will be going. And we did have a lot of upset people when the bingo got cancelled within the community, and there's about 60-70 people turn up into the clubhouse of a certain age, but it is very much part of the community. And we did have an offer. We had a sign outside the building cancelling the bingo, and during lockdown, and we were getting offers to people to buy it as a memento of the lockdown, believe it or not. But
that is how popular the bingo was here.
That is how popular Pete Farley's bingo is,
Yeah.
and that'll be back. And I think that there will be messages going out in the local paper and things like that Pete's bingo's back on. So that will be something to look forward to in the club.
Yeah, it's good to hear. I was lucky enough to meet Pete earlier, and I could see he's a character.
He is a character, and he is he's the oracle of what goes on in the club. And if you need to know where anything is, or any piece of apparatus, or where kit is, or who played in the 76 game third in the sea, he'll come out with a name and all the team list and all the rest of it. So he is very much the oracle of the club, and I think most clubs have got someone like that.
Absolutely,
but he has been there, and his work with the club, with the pitches that we've got here and out at the Agricultural College at Bicton, is second to none. He still goes there, cuts all the pitches, marks all the lines. So he is something to behold with what he does for the club.
Top man.
Top man.
Now, how are you doing on the pitch at the moment? What are your sort of goals and what are you hoping to achieve?
We were undefeated in Devon 1 before the lockdown. We've now gone up into Devon and Cornwall, and we're looking this season to really to push on, stabilise ourselves there. With the performances of the first team. We've also managed now, with the Colts coming through to the senior level, we've got a development squad. We've reintroduced our development stroke second team back in, and we're getting fixtures to them. We've then got the ladies team on a Sunday, picking up regular fixtures now and growing. But we've got a successful youth squad from 6 up to Colts. And that is very successful with what we're growing. We've got very strong 16s, and a few other teams are very strong. So the future is very solid. But we've set our stall out to be very much working within the village of Withycombe and the community round here. And that's what's making us really proud, and getting people back into the clubhouse. The refurbishment and our Vision 24 is to get us very much back and people drinking here. And as Shaun was saying earlier, it was really nice to see, with past players coming back at the weekend, and it encouraged the first team and all their friends to stay here, and it was pretty lively right the way through the club until about 10 o'clock at night, which hasn't happened in the past too often, but that is a lovely feeling to get that whole ethos and rugby going again. So that is a really lovely feeling, and that's what we put our time into, and getting things going and bringing people through, and getting the enjoyment, not only on the pitch, which is very important, but also in the social side as well, with their friends, and making friends that last for lifetimes. And that is really important, I think, with what the ethos and what our future we want to go for.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here. That's Withycombe, people. Lovely, friendly club here, with a modern feel though. They've got a modern feel, modern outlook, which is nice and refreshing. Like I said, there's just a ton of kids out there currently playing and training. Nice to see. End of a long day for me, and I'm going to be back at it again tomorrow. So thanks for watching, very much appreciated, and I will see you down the road on the Great Rugger Run.